Thanks for your support, guys. Follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blow. Hey everybody, Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Today I didn't do much because I had to go to Queens to see my mom. My buddy Mario Gomez, one of my followers, told me to get a cover on eBay. I'm like, man, that's the first place I looked, but they were always like $19, $19.99 for a filter and a cover, you know what I'm saying? And then he sent me the item number, and sure enough, there was one of these covers for $8.75. Thanks, Mario. Anyway, I ordered it, so and I'll wait for that to come, and then I'll have this all set up and clean it up and sell it. That damn Toro SR4, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Anyway, so I went to Queens today. A buddy of mine had another buddy, and they were talking about my channel. It's funny. And the guy says, oh, does he want my lawnmowers? And then my friend says, hey, do you want this guy's lawnmowers? I says, what, are you kidding? Of course I want them. For free? Sure. So, while I was in Queens, the guy only lived like 5 minutes away from my mom's house, so it was perfect. This is a Tecumseh with bagger. Four horsepower, 20 wide. One pull start. Ha! Another eager one. You know, I've probably had about 30 or 40 of these things. I hate them. Such a pain to work on. God. Tecumseh carburetors suck. This one's a good one. Check that out. You can tell with the bag. It's one of those big Craftsmans. I always like these engines. You know, it's 7 gross pounds of torque, which is 5.5, something like that. Front self-propelled. He says it doesn't start. I think he found it. But whatever, man. Front tires need a little bit, need replacing eventually. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great either, you know. Body looks great, you know, no rust, no scratches. I mean, this will really clean up well, you know. Whoever had this probably didn't use it that much, you know. Ouch! Oh, son of a bitch. Rear wheels are really good. Hey, 2 push mowers with a bagger. That's awesome. Anyway, thanks, George. George Wong. George Wong gave these to me. Ow. Oh, God, I gotta get out of this van before I kill myself. Of course, he gives me 2 mowers. I gotta give him a shout out, right? Anybody's in the New York City area or Long Island, Mr. Air, New York City, ductless mini split air conditioning, residential, commercial, new construction, refrigeration, repair and maintenance. George Wong. He's a good guy, man. Really nice guy. Anyway, hit him up if you guys need any air conditioning services. Now you see, George, you have a lot of stuff on one side. You should just not clutter the front and use the back for the brands. See what I'm saying? You got the Mitsubishi, Fujitsu, and all these other companies that you use, right? With the picture. Well, put all that stuff on the back. Because you got nothing on the back, but you got a lot of stuff going on the front. Anyway, that's just from a marketing standpoint, you know? Anyway, thanks again for the machines, pal. I'll keep you guys updated on when I start fixing these stuff. Here's a better look at them. Just got them out of the van. This one's in good shape, man. It's really dirty. It's complete. It's all there. Same goes for the Eager 1 Tecumseh. It's all there. Straight body. Deck looks good, actually. Really good. I pulled them. Feels good. Good compression. Good feel to it too. Smooth, you know? Same goes with this one. Feels good. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm just right. Crap. Oh man. Sorry. Just from looking at this, I'm thinking it's just carb cleans for both of them. Easy peasy. I'm probably going to work on these tomorrow. See you later. Okay, so it's a new day, and today I'm going to try to get both of these mowers running. These are the ones that I got from my friend George, and we're going to start with this one first because I like this one the best. There's no gas in it, and the oil's good, and I'm just going to take George's word for it that he did try to run it or something like that, and I'm sure it didn't start. So I'm going to take the carburetor off that. Yuck. Not the worst I've ever seen. Not great either. 1, 2, 3. 3 screws. Don't forget to put them somewhere so you won't lose them. This cover comes right off. The breather hose is supposed to be connected right there. It was so easy. That's pretty dirty, huh? On the outside. There's no fuel, so I don't need to clamp it off, but I'm going to take this fuel line off right over here. Slip the clamp off, pull the hose off. Now, 3/8 socket. Both sides. This comes off just like that. Has the auto choke. Gotta take this off right here. Loosen up that bolt. This auto choke just comes right off. And then a little bit of a twist. There's the carburetor right there. Put a piece of cloth there. Put that there. Usually there's gas in it. This carburetor hasn't been taken apart probably ever, I don't think. Looks original, so dirty. Brush this part off a little bit. 1/2-inch bolt, take that off to get the fuel bowl off. So here's the bowl nut, and it was pretty easy to get off, and the test is if you can see through it, it's good. I'm going to try to look there, right there. See through it, right? The hole? Nicely. So it's pretty clean with the exception of, you know, some debris in there. Also, if you look at this part there, there's a wad of crap there. I'm going to take the float off now. There's the float bowl. Needle looks good, sharp, clean. Aside from that wad of crap sitting there, that looks good. And the seat looks okay. So I'm going to blow out all the holes with carburetor parts cleaner and put it all back together again. If you look in that seat area, there's like a piece of twig or something stuck in it. So that's going to prevent the fuel from stopping. It's going to leak all over the place. So that's that would definitely be a problem. Other than that, everything looks okay. Blew out all the holes, put the float back on. Now, you see this cruddy stuff on the side here? I'm going to grind that off with some with a wired bristle. There you go. That's much better. Now we'll put the float back on, clean the float, and the nut. So this carburetor is good now. I brushed it off, blew the air hose out. Everything's clean. But before I put it on, there's a lot of crap there. Just brush down just to get rid of some of it. Just so A, you can see, and prevent any future problems. That's it, just a little brush off. Push downwards, away from the holes. There, much better. Put the carburetor back on there. Attach the auto choke back into here, and make sure this little bracket part goes here, you know, like that. I attach the fuel line back on, and 2 bolts that hold the carburetor to the engine. I'm going to put this clamp back on there, just like that. Now you see this bolt here is tightened, but don't use an impact like I did last time, and I busted this part. So just use a screwdriver, bolt driver for that, and hand tighten it. So now that you know that this part here is in that bracket, the auto choke, see, bounces back. So when the engine is cold, the choke flap is closed. Then as the engine is started, the heat, the engine starting blows this lever inside with the flywheel fan, the blower, and it opens it to allow the engine to continue running with the throttle plate open. It's pretty ingenious. I actually like working on these because it's you know, these Briggs and Stratton carburetors over here, this setup is very easy. As you can see, it was a piece of cake, you know. So now we'll just put this cover back on, right? That nozzle part goes into the breather hose, right? And then you have the 3 screws, right? 1, 2, 3. But first I'm going to brush that off. Abracadabra. Clean your shit. Put that on there now. And there you go. It's back together again. I'm going to keep that off for now. And I'm going to put some gas in here. As you can see, it's bone dry. Some gas in there now. I'm going to give this a try. Since I'm one-handed, I'm going to put this clamp on here so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, here we go. See if that carburetor clean worked. No primer, just 1 pull. Some excess oil that's in the muffler. Gonna let it run for a while, burn it out, see if that clears up. The oil is pretty good in there. As you can see, the oil is just in the muffler, you know. Take some time, burn that off. Let it run for a while. Let's see if the self-propulsion works. Smoke stop. All the oil that was in the muffler burned out. It's been running for about 10 minutes now, running smooth. This is all fixed. That's a good mower, man. I've had about 10 of these. They all sold pretty well. Probably get 175 $150 for it. Residual oil. That air cleaner had some oil all over the place, so you know that stuff is just burning up. You know, I should let it run for a little bit more, but I'm gonna power wash this after. I've got like 3 other mowers I need to power wash, so just whip out the power washer and clean this up. And my next victim is the Craftsman Eager 1 with the Tecumseh. Hopefully it'll be just as easy as this. And that's how you fix a Craftsman Platinum 7 horsepower 190cc engine with a simple carburetor clean. Carburetor clean only took me about 10 minutes. So this thing's ready to go, just need to power wash it. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Thanks, George, for the mowers. I appreciate it, man. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Follow me on Instagram at Mowers Blowers and my website, mowersblowers.com. Subscribe, follow, and like. Really helps me out. See you guys next time.